fellow Toastmasters. Let's face it, our clothes speak. The way you dress, the way you look, speaks volumes about you, whether you are an individual or a business communicator. The moment we walk into a room or when we see a person for the first time, whether you like it or not, within seconds, people judge you. They typically look at you and they will think whether you're intelligent, whether you're smart, whether you're credible. So when we talk about dress, well, dress for success itself is a huge topic. It spans from talking about the clothes that will suit your body shape, the type of accessories that you should wear, the handbags, the shoes, and all the way to the colors that you choose for your wardrobe that could actually bring out the impact that you want, as well as convey the message accurately, at the same time matching your individual skin tone. So this evening, I would like to focus on the topic on the psychological effect of colors on our audience so that we know how to dress effectively to achieve the success that you want. So back in 1971, we have this social psychologist, Dr. Albert Mehrabian. He developed the studies into communication, face-to-face communication, and through that he discovered that communication is actually made up of three parts in terms of its impact on the message. 3 B's. The first B, we talk about verbal. Verbal will be the words that you use to make up only about 7% of the impact that you create. And we talk about the vocal, which is your voice, the tone, the pace. It makes up only about 38%. And the bulk of it, 55% of it, is visual. How you dress, how you look, and your body language. So from there we know how you look creates the maximum impact of your message. And we have Buck Rogers, former VP of marketing of IBM. He once said, the way you dress affects the way you are perceived. And the way you are perceived is the way you are treated. So interestingly, many studies have shown time and time again that people form perceptions based on how you look. 3 main areas. First area is your professionalism. Interestingly, they look at the way you dress and think whether you're professional or not. Secondly, they would judge your credibility, whether you know what you're talking about, whether you look intelligent. And thirdly is your intelligence, which I just mentioned. These 3 areas. So interestingly, we know that people form perceptions. So how does color play a part in forming people's perceptions of us? Color. Who invented colors? Well, color is just like oxygen. Nobody actually invents color. In this case, back in 1666, again we have an English scientist, Sir Isaac Newton. At that time, he did not discover color, but he realized that color, white color, when passed through a prism, it creates all the colors. And from there, he arranged the colors in a gradual, natural progression, and he came up with this color wheel. So this is the color wheel which many of us may have seen. So we have the warm colors and cool colors, which I'll elaborate in a moment. So from there, years later, people came up with the Pantone color. They have the color chart and all kinds of color which they use for color design, buildings, logos, and so on. So the way you are dressed and how do we use colors? We need to understand that colors have a psychological effect on 3 areas: our mind, our emotion, and our physical reaction. So from there, colors-wise, there are actually psychological 4 primary colors. The 4 colors are namely, let's take a look. Red is the primary color. We have blue, we have yellow, and we have green. Let's take a look. Red. Imagine now my clothes are red. Okay, red. What kind of impact does it give you? Passion. Passion. Yes, that's right. Red actually, it creates a feeling of physical strength and courage. Red actually gives you the impression that you're dynamic, you're direct, you're dominant. So from there, red, it gives people the sense of confidence and aggression that you have. However, it may also have a negative impact. That people might think that you are demanding, you're aggressive, you're pushy. So not a very good color to wear if you're actually trying to address an audience that's very cynical. Unless your intention is to intimidate them. Whoa, it looks really scary and red. So red is definitely a color that you have to be careful about. You're close to that pink. Oh, good. Pink is like, oh, interestingly, pink has a very nurturing, sweet, and feminine impact. So that's red. Next, we have blue. Blue, what kind of feeling does it give you? Professional, loyal, exactly. Serious. Huh? In fact, blue, interestingly, it conveys conveys a feeling of trust, clear communication. So it gives the person a feeling that you're sincere, which is why our local airlines, Singapore Airlines, the stewardess uniform, they're actually dressed in blue. And that's why I look bit about today, just to show you. So blue, which you say gives people a feeling of impression that you're sincere. You want the people to listen to you. It's a powerful color. Research once again has shown that blue is the most favorite color of people. So today, I notice nobody wears blue. In fact, if you look around, typically people do not wear blue. Okay, so confusing. It's the lines. So blue itself has a very powerful impact if you want your audience to listen to you. Okay? Next, we move on to yellow. What about yellow? Oh yeah, we have a yellow dirty fellow over there. Warm. Warm. What else? Yellow. We have elf also in yellow. Yellow gives the feeling of emotional strength. In fact, it is the strongest color psychologically. Because yellow itself, it is a fantastic color to use when you want to evoke confidence as well as connection emotionally with your audience. So yellow, once again, is a very good color. Green. What about green? What kind of impact does it have? Yes, nature, exactly. So green gives the feeling of you being cool, calm, and collected. It's a great color to use when you want to assure your audience. So how do we use these colors effectively to match our skin tone? So we have warm tones and cool tones. Warm tones will be tan like myself, cool tones will be like Michael, who's very nice and fair and pinky. So when you're fair, you actually look very good in strong colors like black. And when you're tan, you look good in brighter colors like bright blue or bright orange. So altogether, we know all these skills. But importantly, the next time, before you rush out just to go for a meeting or a presentation, just put on your favorite comfortable dress. Think again. What is the impact that you want to create? What is the kind of outcome that you want to achieve? And then it must match your skin tone. And this way, you will always be dressed